Today I'll show you how to set up your MacBook Air or MacBook Pro, and this will work even on the Mac Mini or any other Macs. This is the MacBook Air M5, and I'll show you now. First, the most important is make sure that your Mac is not locked. First, you have to make sure that your Mac is not locked to owner. It should say the hello message when you open it. Here it says language because I already tapped on one of the keys. You have the MagSafe charger. Make sure you're charging it with MagSafe or with any of the USB ports, the Thunderbolt ports. So now the Mac is charging. This is MacBook Air. I choose English. This is the setup. And this is the easiest way to set it up. Set up the MacBook with the existing device. I will use my iPhone to set it up. So I could select the country and I will choose Romania because I prefer to have like this. I'll choose Romania. You can choose your own country. Now this part is important. This is how you choose to transfer your data. You can use a backup from a Mac, from Time Machine or Startup Disk. You can use an existing Mac or Time Machine. You can use a Windows PC to transfer your data. Set up with iPhone or iPad. That's what I'm going to do now, or set up as new. Before I did set up as new, you have to do everything, enter the Wi-Fi passwords and everything. But if you use the setup with the iPhone or iPad, it's gonna be much easier. So I choose setup with iPhone or iPad, and it's going to look for nearby devices. I have my iPhone next to me, so hopefully it's gonna detect it. I'm gonna try to unlock it so it knows it. It says set up a new Mac. Use your Apple account to set it up. Okay, continue. I'll choose use Face ID. Okay, now there is some kind of a sea of dots there, and you have to use the camera to show that sea of dots. And now you can continue on Mac. So this is ready here. Yeah, I want to remove the Quartz keyboard. My Mac here is actually from Germany, so it's a Quartz layout, a Quartz keyboard. I got it like this because it was cheaper. But I don't really care about the keyboard. I will add the English International. So let's find US International, this one. Okay, add. And I'm going to remove the Quartz. I really don't need that. One keyboard. And you can add accessibility features, but this can be done later. This is also the fastest way to set up a Mac. You can see here information about Wi-Fi networks. It's already connected to the Wi-Fi because my iPhone gave it all the information it needed. So it says still continue on Mac. I have to accept some information here. I'm just gonna click next. So this is the information. This is the local account. And this password is not your Apple account password. It's a local password. So you can choose here, you can choose to have your own picture. And I could use the camera, for example. That's the camera. This is the front camera here, and you see that green dot, it's using that. I could use the photos or just use monogram. I could keep this panda. I will leave this panda like that. So this is my name, Dragoș Ion. Dragoș Ion is the username. Okay, so I will enter the password. Okay, I entered the password, and then again enter the password to verify. I leave this ticked, but you can turn that off if you want to. So now this is going to be the account. I will set up the fingerprint sign in with this, so it's easier to sign in. And it's creating the local account. The iPhone still says continue on Mac. I'm not gonna close it. Okay, so now it's going to get all the applications. Whatever I had on my iPhone that can be installed on this Mac is going to install it or try to install it. I have to agree to all the terms and conditions. So I read all this in a few seconds. Find My allows you to send these Mac messages remotely, to lock it or erase it, and it will use my Apple account. Also protects the Mac with activation lock, so this is going to be the step. It's going to be an extra step. If you're going to reset this Mac, you have to connect it to the internet after the reset to activate it. Okay, so that you really want to have that enabled. Unless you really don't want it, then you can turn it off. And location services, I keep it enabled. Device set analytics, I keep this off. Siri on, appearance dark, and it even brings the wallet from my iPhone, so that's good. Okay, continue. And this Apple Intelligence, continue that, and Touch ID now. Now I can set up the Touch ID, so I will set it up. All I have to do is put my finger here on this. I'm not pressing the button. I'm not pressing this button. All I do is put my finger on it. I place my finger. There is a sensor there for the fingerprint, and I move it around so it gets a better idea of my fingerprint. And now to get more coverage. When it's finished, you get this option to continue. So press continue. I can use Apple Pay with Touch ID to make secure purchases. Okay, I will set it up with the Touch ID. And I keep all these cards added to the account. Press next. Yeah, I will have to, in the meantime, on my iPhone, I have this message that says transfer complete. Your Mac is now set up and ready to use, so press done. And I can also get the card information. And for this one, I get a verification text message. Okay. You don't have to add all the cards. You don't have to add all the cards in your Apple account, but now it's ready. So if I tap on the screen, the account is ready, and I can go to the App Store, and I should be already signed in with my Apple account. So I have my Numbers application, for example, to receive feature updates. Yeah, I have 5 apps that I already have from before, but I have to accept them, so I'll accept them. Okay, I have to sign in. I also have a notification on my iPhone that a new device was added to iMessage and FaceTime, so that's okay. And I have to sign in to my Apple account. Okay, I have to sign into my Apple account to get the applications that I already own. And these are the Numbers, Pages, iMovie, Keynote, even GarageBand. Okay, so accept. It's already done. It needs a bit of time. Okay, so I have a lot of these applications that were already installed on my iPhone, and I can choose to accept to get them, to download them. There are also iPhone and iPad apps and Mac apps. I can choose to download any of these apps. I can get GarageBand, this one. I don't see an option to get all of them, but anyway, this is the option here. So I have the storage after installing, after doing a reset of this Mac. Now I have 454 giga free. This is a 512 giga size of Mac, the base model for MacBook Air M5, 16 giga memory, 512 storage, and this is the free space you would expect. I don't really need much free space here anyway. So if I go to general, about, you see that's the information of this Mac, 13-inch M5, and that's the name of the Mac, 16 giga. And I can do updates. If you want to do updates on your Mac, you can go to software update, and I have the option to download this 26.5.2. I can have automatic updates set to on, and I can choose to update now or I can update it later. So I'm gonna command Q this window, close this window. I'm gonna download Logic Pro because I want to get the license for Logic Pro on the Mac, so that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna download Canva, DuckDuckGo, Keynote, Numbers, Pages, all these options. I'm not sure if this version of Logic Pro is the standalone version or if it's part of the subscription. I want to get the one that is the standalone version, but this is another story. I can also search for apps, so I could search for DaVinci Resolve. So I have here DaVinci Resolve. I have the option to install it, and also I have the license for DaVinci Resolve Studio, so that's gonna be interesting. Get it. I might have to enter the password sometime or use the fingerprint on here to confirm that it's me. Also, you might want to have screen lock enabled. So I touch, I press the I press there, and it's installed. It's installing, actually. It's going to take a while. In the Finder, you have all these documents. The iCloud Drive documents are going to be on all your Apple devices. Then it's going to be the hard disk, the local drive. You can have here different applications and your files. And there is a desktop and documents and downloads. This Mac is ready now, and for the first few days the battery might be a bit strange. It might drain a little faster than you would expect, but this is because it's trying to optimize things and it's going to do some background processes. So after about maybe 5 days to 1 week, then you will get the actual battery health. You can see here the battery health. You can see the information. The capacity is as 100%, and for charging I can set limits. I can set it to 95% or 90%, so the battery lasts longer, also to optimize battery charging. You could even set it to 85%, but I think 95 or 90% should be good enough. And for the battery, you can also have the low power mode enabled only on battery. Okay, so there are some notifications here. Multiple extensions added by Logic Pro and GarageBand. I could clear them. Okay, so that's the battery information right there. So now this Mac is really ready to use. The apps are still installing. It's still installing some apps, and I even have DaVinci Resolve installed and ready to use. I have a license for DaVinci Resolve Studio, but DaVinci Resolve, it's also free. It has a free version. So it's doing a startup now. So DaVinci Resolve 21, the Mac version, and the Windows version, they have a common license. You can use one license for two computers. And for the iPad, it's a separate license. So this Mac is ready to use. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you set up your Mac as fast as possible using your iPhone or iPad. It's really much faster. All the settings are copied over to your Mac. This is the MacBook Air M5, and I really like it. It's really small and it's still charging, but it doesn't really need to be charging. This is the device, how it looks like. And when you open it with one finger. When you want to turn off your Mac, go to this Apple logo and you can do a restart, sleep, or shutdown. So I'll do a shutdown, and now it's going to sleep. And I can close it, keep it in a pouch. Now this Mac is ready to use. You might have some apps that you want to install or configure, but these are extra steps you might do, and you can always do a reset on your Mac if you want to. And the most important is to keep the update and also check that the Wi-Fi you're connected to is also Wi-Fi 7. This is the MacBook Air. You can change the display settings, you can change the brightness, you can also change the font size. You can make the fonts a bit bigger, but I think the default font is fine as it is. I don't think you should change the color profile. That's how it should be always. Most of these apps are already installed, so the ready for Apple Intelligence. Your Mac will do things in the background to finish things up, so this might take a while. I hope this helps you set up your MacBook as fast as possible. Thanks for watching.